Burkina Faso is ramping up its internal security efforts with plans to recruit 2,000 new police officers in 2025. As the country faces mounting threats from insurgent groups and rising crime rates, this major recruitment drive aims to reinforce public safety and restore order across vulnerable regions. It's a bold move signaling a serious commitment to national stability and law enforcement reform. This report is based on an original article by APA News, link in description. So, what does this recruitment wave mean for Burkina Faso's security landscape? Let's take a closer look at what's unfolding. The security gap and recruitment surge. Burkina Faso faces an escalating security crisis. Islamist insurgencies in the Sahel region have intensified, with militant groups launching over 300 deadly attacks in 2024 alone. Under Traoré's leadership, the government recognized that the existing police force, numbering around 12,000, was overstretched and under-resourced. After a brutal assault near Djibo in February that claimed the lives of at least 25 civilians, Traoré announced a bold plan: recruit 2,000 new police officers to bolster internal security. This influx represents a 17% expansion, signaling a shift in strategy. Instead of relying solely on military counter-insurgency, Traoré's administration is reinforcing civil policing to stabilize communities. The recruits will be deployed across 5 volatile regions: Centre-Nord, Sahel, Est, Haut-Bassin, and Boucle du Mouhoun, areas that have seen a 40% spike in violent incidents since 2023. Each recruit will undergo 6 months of intensive training in conflict de-escalation, community engagement, and human rights protocols. Under Traoré's watch, this isn't just about numbers, it's about reshaping the police culture. By emphasizing accountability and local cooperation, the new officers aim to bridge the trust gap between communities and state authorities. In doing so, Traoré is steering Burkina Faso toward a more community-centered security model, one where police are not seen as occupiers, but as protectors. Recruitment strategy and selection criteria. Traoré's government has implemented a rigorous and transparent selection process for the new recruits. The call for applicants went nationwide, with recruitment centers set up in every province to ensure accessibility. Over 15,000 candidates applied, a testament to growing trust in Traoré's vision. Only the top 13% advanced, based on strict criteria that include physical fitness tests, background checks, and evaluations of community service orientation. Notably, Traoré emphasized inclusivity. 40% of the selected candidates are women, marking a significant departure from the traditionally male-dominated force. This gender balance is aimed at improving community outreach and addressing gender-specific crimes more effectively. Furthermore, applicants from local communities in conflict zones were given priority, reflecting Traoré's commitment to embedding policing within the local cultural context. Each recruit will report to regional academies where standardized curricula have been updated to reflect Traoré's progressive stance on policing. Modules include not only tactical training, but also modules on digital reporting, conflict sensitivity, and trauma-informed care. International partners, including the UN and ECOWAS, have provided technical support, but the curriculum remains owned and driven by Burkina Faso under Traoré's direction. The goal is clear: build a professional force that can stabilize the country while respecting citizens' rights. Training curriculum and human rights emphasis. Once recruited, the 2,000 new officers will embark on a demanding 6-month training program at regional police academies. Traoré's administration has overhauled the traditional curriculum to align with modern policing standards. Trainees will receive instruction in counter-insurgency tactics and crowd management, but the heart of the program emphasizes human rights, ethical conduct, and community relations. The syllabus includes modules on international law, gender-sensitive policing, conflict de-escalation, and victim support services. Role-playing exercises simulate real-world scenarios, from diffusing communal tensions to safeguarding civilians during operations. Traoré has mandated periodic evaluations to ensure training effectiveness and individual performance metrics. External observers from NGOs and ECOWAS will audit the program quarterly to uphold transparency and international standards. The curriculum also integrates mental health support for officers, an acknowledgement of the emotional toll of frontline work. Psychologists will guide recruits through resilience training, preparing them for high-stress environments. To reinforce community trust, Recruits spend time embedded with local leaders, learning customs and concerns firsthand. This immersion under Traoré's policy aims to produce officers who are not only tactically capable, but also culturally literate and empathetic. Traoré recognizes that a professionalized police force built on respect, accountability, and community understanding is essential to enduring peace. Deployment strategy and regional stabilization. Following training, the new police officers will be strategically deployed to 5 hotspot regions: Centre-Nord, Sahel, Est, Haut-Bassin, and Boucle du Mouhoun. Each region will receive dedicated platoons, working in coordination with military units to optimize security coverage. Traoré has directed a decentralized command structure. Regional commanders will make operational decisions based on local intelligence, enabling rapid response to emerging threats. To support deployment, mobile command centers equipped with satellite communications and digital reporting systems will be stationed in remote areas. Traoré has overseen the acquisition of 50 new 4x4 patrol vehicles and 100 motorcycles to ease access to rugged terrain. These resources boost operational mobility and show a clear departure from static, city-centric policing. A key component of the deployment plan is establishing community policing councils in each region. Under Traoré's guidance, these councils, which include traditional chiefs, women's groups, youth representatives, and civil society leaders, will liaise with officers to share concerns, shape patrol routes, and monitor conduct. This participatory model ensures that policing reflects local priorities. Additionally, real-time crime mapping technology will be used to allocate resources and track patterns. Traoré's administration has contracted a local tech startup to develop a secure mobile app for civilians to report incidents directly, a move aimed at empowering citizens and improving transparency. Measuring impact, early results, and community feedback. Since the initial deployment of 800 new officers in early May, early indicators show promising progress. Unofficial reports suggest a minor drop in kidnappings, and this may have contributed to a reduction in armed confrontations near villages. Traoré's emphasis on community integration is paying dividends. Over 5,000 civilians attended town hall meetings with police officers in June, expressing improved trust. Traditional leaders credit the inclusive approach. "We are seeing police as part of our village, not outsiders," one chief remarked. Civil society organizations have launched monthly surveys to track public sentiment. In July's poll, 62% of respondents rated police performance as good or very good, compared to 42% in January. Traoré's strategy transparency is a key factor. Public dashboards share deployment stats and incident reports, boosting credibility. Independent monitors from ECOWAS have also praised the initiative, noting that Burkina Faso's model could serve as a regional benchmark. At a recent press briefing, ECOWAS representatives are believed to have praised Traoré's recruitment and community policing framework as making measurable differences in stabilizing conflict-affected zones. While challenges persist, such as sustaining funding and ensuring long-term retention, the early trajectory is encouraging. Most importantly, communities that experienced housing raids and school disruptions now report fewer threats. Under Traoré's leadership, the recruitment has shifted the narrative. Police are seen as strategic partners in rebuilding normalcy, sustainability, challenges, and the path ahead. Traoré's ambitious plan to hire 2,000 officers is more than a short-term fix. It lays groundwork for sustained reform. However, institutionalizing these gains will require long-term investment. The government is already developing a multi-year funding plan, seeking budget allocations and international grants to support salaries, equipment maintenance, and training. A key challenge will be retention. Early estimates predict up to 15% attrition among recruits due to remote posting pressures. To counter this, Traoré has proposed incentive packages, rural hardship allowances, housing support, and career advancement tracks tied to performance. He's also coordinating with the Education Ministry to enable pathways for officers to obtain secondary diplomas and university credits, linking law enforcement with broader social mobility. Another potential hurdle is maintaining oversight. Traoré's administration plans to empower an independent police inspectorate unit, staffed with civil society and legal experts, to investigate misconduct. Quarterly public audits will reinforce accountability, a major shift from past practices. Expanding the digital incident reporting app nationwide is also on the agenda, enabling real-time transparency and analytics. Looking ahead, Traoré envisions a third recruitment phase to add another 1,500 officers by 2027, contingent on results from the current cohort. If the early improvements hold, reduced violence, increased citizen trust, more cooperation, Burkina Faso may emerge as a model for Sahelian stability. Ultimately, Traoré's balanced approach, strengthening capacity, emphasizing human rights, and embedding accountability, could redefine policing in fragile states. The challenges are significant, but under his steady, reform-minded leadership, Burkina Faso appears poised to turn recruitment into real, lasting change. With 2,000 new officers set to join the ranks, Burkina Faso is making a significant investment in its security infrastructure. But the challenges ahead remain complex, ranging from proper training and resource allocation to maintaining public trust. Still, this effort marks a clear step toward rebuilding institutional strength and community resilience. Thanks to APA News for bringing us this developing story. If you found this update insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Could this new force be a turning point in Burkina's security strategy?